Local forecast, we want to check on the extreme weather that's been hitting much of the country, especially the West Coast for the beginning of the new year.
Yeah, what a start to the new year, right? For the rain-soaked West Coast, it's time to get ready for the start of yet another storm. In the Northeast, tens of millions of people will wake up today to extreme cold and several feet of snow. Here's ABC's Hannah Battah. Conditions the last few weeks, really, with that holiday travel going on. Here's the live view outside right now where we were seeing a crash on the Loop 101 right near that 51 interchange. Wanted to let you know that has all completely cleared there in the northern part of the valley. We'll see if there are any other issues for you on your freeways still ahead. The conditions right now sponsored by Accident Law Group. This is a wide view across the valley of our freeways. No issues to let you know about here this morning, as of course we're still enjoying a lot of that holiday light activity. We do have some issues though off of our valley freeways that we've been tracking for you right here on ABC 15 Mornings, including this crash at the US 60 Grand Avenue there and Dysart in the Surprise area. We did just learn that this crash has turned deadly, so we know that first responders out there on the scene, they're asking folks to avoid this area for the time being as they continue that investigation right now. So they're asking you to use Bell or Greenway Road as you travel eastbound and westbound around Grand Avenue as those options to get by. We'll keep watching this area. We're going to let you know as soon as it reopens, as well as check in with our Jamie Warren at her scene as well. Nick?
The valley for the time being. Parts of the state, including southeastern Pinal County, are under a dense fog advisory until 10 o'clock this morning. And this could be very problematic for many drivers out there. And it is actually currently.
Yeah, so visibility when that's reduced, that could be very, very scary out there. It could be less than a quarter of a mile. So what can you do as we look at these live images right now, the 347, this is near Cement Plant Road, near Riggs Road, where we just barely see those headlights peeking through with that visibility reduced. Our Operation Safe Roads team does have a few reports Friday. Let's get you a check of those current traffic conditions with Traffic Planner Plus, sponsored by Accident Law Group. This is going to go all around the valley and see how long those desert drive times are looking like. And they look pretty good as we continue through this holiday week. We'll see what next week has in store for us, right? But if you are heading out the door here this morning, here's what you need to know as you make your way for that West Valley commute. Let's track that drive time on the 10 from the 303 to the mini stack. It's 20 minutes. We're looking at 12 minutes, though, if you're traveling on the 17, the northern part of the valley from the 101 to the stack. 12 minutes, too, on the 51 in that southbound direction from the 101 over to that mini stack interchange here this morning. As we look at the 101 from the 202 to the 17 there, 24 minutes here this morning. The southbound freeway in that southbound direction from the I-10 to the 202, 19 minutes. And the 347, a heads up in that spot, too. We are seeing some of that fog that Jorge is tracking. You still have green conditions, but be prepared for that lower visibility from Maricopa to I-10. That is about 12 minutes here this morning. And the 202 westbound from the 101 to the mini stack, that's 8 minutes there in the East Valley. The US 60 westbound from the 101 to the 10, that short ride there as you head over maybe to the Broadway curve is less than 5 minutes and 7 minutes on the 101 northbound from the Santan Freeway up to the Red Mountain Freeway. ABC 15 Mornings, I'm Megan Thompson with a look at those current traffic conditions. And meteorologist Jorge Torres has been warning you about some of that fog that may be out in areas that you're traveling in this morning. And take a look at this live picture from our ADOT cameras. It's hard to see. It's the 202, the South Mountain Freeway near Desert Foothills. Folks traveling along the South Mountain Freeway. We know we've seen similar issues along the 347, and Jorge also alerted me to some of those issues north of the valley too, kind of along the 17 and the Anthem area as well. So be prepared for all of that. He is tracking that as well, that most accurate Mountain Freeway through the Ahwatukee area, through Laveen. They still look okay. Just be sure you are being extra aware as you travel through some of those areas where your visibility is reduced from this. We are still tracking those two crashes in the West Valley, causing some issues for folks on our side streets. More on that still ahead right here on ABC 15 Mornings, Nick.
Okay, Megan,
Police that this is a deadly crash investigation going on in Surprise. We do know as well that multiple people are hurt in this. We have two vantage points for you of this area. This is that view there at the US 60 Grand Avenue and Dysart, where we see Chad Cromwell, shot a photojournalist out there on the scene who's been working to gather those Grand Avenue, heavily traveled. ADOT putting out some information. Investigation and police, they've been asking folks for the last few hours or so since this happened to use Bell or Greenway to get around as you're traveling in that eastbound and westbound direction, all near Grand Avenue. So unfortunately, this one we know for sure is a deadly crash investigation going on in that spot. We'll keep you posted on this developing scene throughout the morning, and I'll have a check of your desert drive times on your valley freeways in just a couple of minutes. But first, I want to send things over to meteorologist Jorge Torres. He is tracking that most accurate forecast for you on the first weekend of 6:45. I'm Megan Thompson with a check of Traffic Planner Plus. And plan for this, we do have visibility reduced on a variety of roadways, including the 202, the South Mountain Freeway. Jorge's been tracking that fog, and we could see it on our ADOT cameras. hard to see really, right? But we're still just picking up those headlights through the fog, through that reduced visibility near desert foothills. So keep that in mind if you're traveling on spots like the 202, like the 347, and also in the northern part of the valley as well. As we track some of those desert drive times here on this Friday, we're still seeing that holiday light activity as folks are likely not getting back into the swing of things until next week. Right now, I-10 eastbound from the 303 to the mini stack is 21 minutes. Grand Avenue on the US 60 from the 101 over to the 17 is 15 minutes. A heads up near Dysart, though, we still have that closure in place due to that deadly crash investigation going on there. The 101 southbound Agua Fria from the US 60 to I-10, that's 8 minutes for you. As we look at the East Valley commute, all green flows from the Red Mountain Freeway to the Superstition Freeway and to the Price Freeway as well. Nothing to slow you down through that area. And the North Valley commute, the 17 from the northern part of the valley down toward that stack interchange, 12 minutes, 13 minutes if you use the 51, and the 101 in that eastbound direction over to the 51 interchange from the 17. That should take you just above 5 minutes right now, Nick.
All right, Megan, ABC 15 tracking more of your